Okay, welcome everyone. Good afternoon here. I'm PhD Fernando coach. Fernando Marengo Rodriguez is my name. I was born in Argentina in 1979 and then I was raised in Salta in the northeast of Argentina next to Bolivia, next to Chile, in full contact with nature and so happy to have been raised in that beautiful place full of hills and full of nature. That's why uh, later on I was able enough or fortunate enough to connect with my natural talents and natural gifts. So then I started electronic engineering and doctor engineering, and then I worked as a scientific professor and researcher at the university until I found my natural gift, which is healing and self-healing through nature. So for this reason, in this path that allowed me to help over 500 individual clients in 24 countries in just 4 years. One of the tools that I'm using and that I will explain here in this special course is about the power animals. The power animals I used to explain as our invisible pets that give us physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual resources for our survival. And let me share a little bit some information here about the power animals. Have it. I have the already. I have the. I'm going to share this. Okay. Okay. Slides presentation. Okay. I will put it here. Share screen. Well, you can see here more information about the special course on power animals. And my name is here below, and I was graduated as electronic engineer and doctor engineer. What does it have to do with the drum and with this photo that you see here? Actually, nothing. Apparently, nothing. But then I discovered my one of my missions, which is integrating the holistic sciences and the modern sciences into one very powerful project. In another moment, I can share more details about that. But just getting into details about this special course on power animals, this is what happens regarding power animals. So, as I told you previously, the power animals are our invisible pets, just to say it in a few words. But actually, they are beings in the ethereal dimension that brings physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual resources for our survival. And they're also called as totem or spirit animals. They're in our chakras, in certain parts of our body, or in our energetic field, which is called the aura, right? We can see them in our dreams, in our meditations, and in our visualizations as well. When we see them in our visualizations on a consistent basis, it means that we are already very well communicating with them. And we can already establish a very powerful relationship with them. The more the closer the bond, the better our relationship with them, and the more we are going to get their help. I mean, our life is going to get easier. We're going to get results easier. We're going to get the right vision with a lot of ease. We won't have that negative mind, for instance, or too many noises or too many confusions. We will have a clearer mind. We will take action accordingly, and we will start to feel pure emotions instead of being stagnated by drama, by fear, by those unwanted emotions, right? So it has consequences on our actual life. That's the main, and what that's one of the meanings of the power animals. And of course, we all have different power animals. And it's important to know that one of them is mostly present in us. And that's our main power animal. And that's why many Native American people, they were named after these main power animals. For instance, crazy horse or sitting bull, that I will show you afterwards. And then you will know why they were called like that, right? So there are many categories of the power animals. Each has its own features, and basically they are divided into the following categories. According to the philosophy that I've been studying, that was proposed by my teacher Suryavan Solar, who is has also a natural property in the south of Chile, in the Chilean Patagonia, and I learned a lot from him. And thanks to his work and to the work of his team, I was fortunate enough to awaken my natural talents. So pay attention what I will share here, because mostly the things that I learned are things that I learned from him. So according to his knowledge and to the knowledge that I've been learning, we have the felines, canines, mammals, aquatic, and birds. The felines, they provide us with magnetism, with leadership, determination, and prosperity, depending, of course, on which one of them we are talking about. Then we have the canines, that they mostly provide us with vital energy. Then we have the mammals, that they help us in our feelings and allows us to take care of ourselves and others. When we have that mammal instinct, we not only take care of ourselves, we take care of others. We embrace others. We take care of our family, our loved ones. That's how. Uh, that's the consequence we have that's the result we have as a consequence of their presence with us. Then we have the aquatic, which is more related with the element water, with our relationships and feelings. And that's why they help us in our relationships with ourselves and with others. And then we have the birds, which give us vision and help us take the right decision. The birds are the animals that are in the air, and that's why they're related with the element air, which represents the movement of our thoughts. And the better we breathe, the more we are getting connected with the element air, and the clearer our thoughts will be. It also means that it's more likely to get the help of our bird. We all have a bird helping us. We will have the help of the bird, and then we will have the right idea coming to us, or the right vision, or the idea to take the right decision at that very moment. That's how they help us. What the Greek used to say in the movie 300 of the Spartans, the Greek used to say, "Oh, we have here the oraculus." And when Leonidas went to visit the oraculus said, "Oh, the gods told me this, told me the following." So, what does it mean? It means that the birds, the power animals that the oraculus had, they came here, or they came to that moment to help the oraculus with the right idea. They called it the gods, but actually it's a bird, the power animal, the bird, right? So we all have birds, aquatic, mammals, canines, or felines. One of them is mostly present with us. And on average, we have from 3 to 5 power animals, or 6 power animals. It depends on mostly on each one of us. So why did I talk about sitting bull and crazy horse? Then you will see. But before that, I will show you some very powerful examples of some deities that were related, that are associated with different power animals. For instance, Shiva, in this case, was associated with a snake, which name was Vasuki, because he was strong enough to tame his own instincts. The snake, Vasuki, represents his instincts, and Shiva developed his own consciousness to the point in which he was already able to tame his own instincts. That's why the snake was already tamed. right? That's why the snake was already around his neck and not killing him, because he was already taming his own instincts. Lao Tse, on the other hand, was associated with the bull because of his strength, his power, his willpower. The bull has a lot of strength, a lot of power, and Lao Tse also had that. So Lao Tse is shown here sitting on a bull because he had the power of the bull. He had the strength of the bull. And you know this being very well. Jesus was associated with the dove, which many people call the Holy Spirit, which is actually the dove which delivers messages. And also with the lamb for its gentleness. So we can see here some very, very powerful examples, right? And I will show you here why Crazy Horse was named like that. If you see the geometry of his face, his geometry is already like a rectangle, right? And if you see the face of the horse, it's also like a rectangle. So if many people who have the face like this one is mostly because they have a power animal and they have a horse. And the horse brings stamina, strength, vitality, and they like open spaces. And in fact, Crazy Horse had those features. And he was named after Crazy Horse because, according to what I know, he used to walk like this, moving like this, like a crazy horse, right? It sounds funny, but it is what the story tells, as long as I know. And Sitting Bull, you know what the bull represents. A lot of sexual power, a lot of strength, a presence that is well represented or well detected by other people. So if you see Sitting Bull is already, he had a tremendous power. He had a tremendous strength in him. And you can also watch his own face. He had a face that you say, it doesn't sound so different. It doesn't look so different in comparison with the bull. So yes, that's why he was called Sitting Bull, because he had a bull as a power animal. And then this is not an Latin American people, of course, but you will detect here that this famous actor here, you can see his eyebrows, and you can see his eyes. Like in my case, right? The eyes are a little bit deeper in comparison with the eyebrows. And if you see the hawk, it has something similar. It seems that the eyebrows are prominent in comparison with its eyes. And the people who have the hawk as a power animal, they are quite intelligent. They have a sharp mind. They take decisions quick. They like to learn and they like challenges. And this beautiful person, Madiba or Nelson Mandela, if you watch at his face, if you take a look at his face, he had a face like a lion. And it doesn't look so different, right? So that's why he had the features of a lion. He had a leadership. He was already magnetic, and he was already powerful enough to bring freedom to a whole country. That is really, 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 really important, right? And it is also said that this person also had a Pegasus as a power animal. Pegasus is a magical animal. And the Pegasus, those people who have the Pegasus as a power animal, they can bring freedom to whole communities. That's why it is so important. The magical power animals. Only a few people in this planet have magical animals as their power animals, and Mandela was one of them. How they can help us? Well, I've already told you a little bit about that. But mostly, they can activate our personal power, loving power, or our intuition. They bring the right amount of energy for our day-to-day life. And when we are making plan, it's good to call the animal that helps in our mind, which is our bird, right? And they will help us bring in the right thoughts to our mind. If we need magnetism or determination to take a decision, it's important to call the animal that corresponds to these features, which is the feline. And if we call the feline, it's most likely that we will receive the right energy to move forward. Of course, first we have to know the power animal. And then when we know, we acknowledge them, and we already establish a relationship with them, they will bring us those features. That's how they help us. And on the other hand, if we need more vital energy in a certain situation, for instance, for doctors who are working in the hospital and they need a lot of vital energy, it's important to call our canine to bring us the right amount of vital energy at this very moment. So by performing the right process and by integrating those power animals to us, they will help us much more and our life will become much easier. So how do we integrate these power animals? By performing the procedure below. We incorporate the power animal and to manifest it more efficiently. And this process has 4 steps. First, we acknowledge. We know which is that power animal that we have. Then we pay respect. We are respectful for their presence. Then we cultivate our friendship with them. I mean, we do the right invocation and we help them. How do we help them? By feeding them, by performing activities they like, right? And then I can share you more details if you're interested about that. And the more they help, the more we help them by the law of reciprocity, the more they are going to help us. And finally, the fourth step is integration, in which we are already friends with them and then we become one with them because we trust each other very much. So we don't need to ask for help. They are going to help us all the time without we asking for their help. This is really powerful. It's like having an inner guide within us. I know people who did that. I myself did that. And you can also do that. And your life will become much easier, much simpler. You will see. If you're interested to know more about that, then I can share more details on how to do that, okay? So now we get into the shamanic drumming. So let me show you here a little bit. And we will play here what we have, the drum, okay? We have the drum, and we are going to play the drum here. This is a Lakota drum that I made by myself, and I encourage you to build your own or to have your own drum. And I also use a condor feather, that is very helpful for our work. So there's a method that I've developed and it worked very well to connect with our personal power, our loving power, and our intuition. And it uses stones and it uses different power animals. If we want more courage, then we need to develop our personal power. I mean, here in the solar plexus, okay? We have to strengthen our muscles there in the solar plexus. If we want more love in our life, we need to develop our loving power. We have to respect ourselves, love ourselves, and then love others. And Then if we want more intuition, we have to connect with the bird and use the right stone in this place through meditations and through sleeping with the right stone. And here we connect with the mammal or the aquatic animal. And in the solar plexus, we connect with the feline that brings us courage and determination or magnetism, prosperity. Okay? So you can define your intention if you want more personal power or more loving power, or if you want more intuition. Decide what you want more in your life and why do you want that. If you want more personal power, why do you want that? If you want more loving power, why do you want that? And the same if you want your more intuition. Then you take a deep breath, and if you feel any unwanted thoughts, emotions, or sensations, you can release them when you exhale at the count of three. One, two, three. If there's anything else that is remaining and you don't want anymore in your life, any unwanted thoughts, emotions, or sensations, you can do that. You can exhale at the count of three. One, two, three. You can close your eyes and put your column straight ahead and your head aligned with your column. Estamos llegando, llegaste aliado, se manifiesta. Todo y de ahora en adelante. Ella, ya, ella, ella, ya, ella. Ella, ya, ella, ella, ya, ella. Ella, ya, ella, ella. Ella, ya, ella, ella, ya, ella. Now you visualize yourself walking in the forest, barefoot on the ground. You will feel your feet, the ground, and the humidity all around you. You will see the flowers around you, the leaves, the trees, all the plants. You will also hear the whispers, the animals, and the presence your main power animal. You are in a safe space. Little by little, you will feel the presence. At a certain distance, there's a power animal that appears in front of you and comes closer and closer to you. Every time you take a deep breath, this power animal takes another step forward towards you. Until it gets just in front of you and you can touch this animal. This animal has a message for you. He says the following: I am your power animal, and I am here to bring you all these features that you want, you need, and you deserve. Every time you need my help, just ask for my presence, and I will bring you the right energy to help you move forward with ease and grace in your life. This animal is looking at you with love, compassion, because he's your friend. He's your close friend. He's been with you for your entire life. And if you take care of them, it will take care of you for the rest of your days. And then you will feel its presence spinning around you over and over and over, creating a protective field around you. And at the count of three, you will feel its presence getting into your body through your solar plexus, through your heart, or through any part of your body. You will feel its presence getting into you, and you will see that he's already embodying, being embodied by you. At the count of three: one, two, three. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. And another one. That's it. Feel its energy in your body. Llévame con tus alas de luz, águila, tráenos medicina. you feel yourself embodying the presence of this power animal, you can visualize yourself achieving a very important outcome at this very moment. Maybe it's an outcome for this week, or this month, or this year. Just one outcome. Go there and visualize yourself achieving this outcome with the help of your power animal. And once you visualize this outcome, express your gratitude for having achieved that. And as you feel it's the right moment, take a deep breath, and then you can come back here. Hope you enjoyed this wonderful drumming with your power animal. And I would like to know which animal appeared to you, and then you will get a notion of the features that you get thanks to this power animal, and your life will be get easier and more fun for you. You can get in touch with me on my Facebook at Fernando Marengo Rodriguez, and also here in school, in community school, and in our community with John. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to offer this wonderful course on the power animals. My heart, I express my gratitude and my blessings for you in this journey. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day.